For dessert, I am making my Turkish coffee brownies that are rich and fudgy and have the perfect combination of chocolate, cardamom, and coffee. To get started, I'm toasting up some walnuts. These are looking great. They've been in my pan for a few minutes now and they've gotten lightly browned. And now I'll just coarsely chop them. Now I'll set these aside while I whip up my batter. In my big bowl here, I'll combine my dry ingredients. Half a cup of all-purpose flour, a cup of sugar, and 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. And then I'll add 2 teaspoons of instant espresso powder, and then 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt and baking powder. I'm gonna add some cinnamon and cardamom to my brownies. And cardamom just adds a really nice floral woodsy element. Okay, I've got my dry ingredients. I'll whisk this to combine. Okay, my dry ingredients are combined, and now I'm gonna mix up my wet ingredients. I have 2 large eggs here, and I like starting with my eggs first in case there's any shell that gets in them. And then I have half a cup of melted butter here that is cooled slightly. I don't want it to be too hot, otherwise it'll cook my eggs. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is such an easy batter. I'll add my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients and whisk to combine. Okay, and now I'll fold in my walnuts. You can use any nut in these. You could even just skip the nuts. All right, now I'll grab my pan. I've prepared my pan by greasing it and lining it with parchment paper. Greasing it first helps the parchment paper stick, and I also like allowing little wings to come up on the side so that I can use these parchment wings to lift the brownies up out of the pan after they've baked. So I'll just dump my batter right into my pan. This is an 8 by 8 inch. I'll spread out my batter. Okay, now these are gonna bake at 350 for about 25 minutes until the center is set. I'm gonna let these cool now while I make my chocolate coffee glaze. I'll start with a cup of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, a pinch of kosher salt, and then I'm also gonna add some cardamom to the glaze as well. Just a little bit goes a long way. And then I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of melted butter, a tablespoon of coffee, and it could be freshly brewed or cold. You've gotta have coffee in the glaze and the brownies. And a tablespoon of honey will make this glaze glossy. And then just a splash of vanilla, and I'll whisk this until it's smooth. Okay, this consistency is perfect. My brownies have cooled and they're ready for the glaze. This is such a nice, thick, glossy glaze. Got this away from me. Now I'll spread this all over the brownies. I think my swoops are looking good. They just need one more thing. I'm now going to bedazzle my brownies with rainbow chips. Once this glaze is set, I'll slice them into perfect squares. These are looking so fun.